What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, we are getting into something a little different here. This is a request from Heath Keim. I hope I pronounced that right. Heath Keim, K-E-I-M, Keim. He requested that I react to this tune from Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. The tune is called I Need Never Get Old, and it's live.
Do it live!
Yeah, we're going to do this live, all right.
Do it live!
So, Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. That sounds like my gut instinct, seeing just the name of the band, my gut instinct tells me it's like Rockabilly. I could be wrong, but that's a very Rockabilly type of band name. I could be completely wrong. Watch, it's like a blues band or something like that, which would also fit. So we're going to do this one. I've never heard of this band, and so if I've never heard of the band, how could I have ever heard the song? I very seriously doubt I have. It does not strike a bell, so I guess we're going to find out. This was originally posted by Nathaniel Rateliff, so it comes off of his official page. It has 2.57 million views, so it's right up there. It'll get you there for sure. It will definitely get you there. Other than that, I guess we're ready to get started here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, so Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. I Need Never Get Old live. Let's get into this, shall we? Let's see what happens. I don't think they're a Rockabilly band. Ooh, horns! Wow. Three saxes.
Oh, just think of the time. Thought it looked so strange. Said you never know. While I try my best to cover her eyes, it's a common way to blame and hide the truth. I know that some will say it matters but a little bit. Come on and mean it to me. I need it so bad. I need it to try. Need it to love. I need it to love. I'm mine everywhere. I need to never get old.
Okay, pause. Lot to talk about. Let's talk about the instrumentation in this group. So, you have two guitar players. One of them is the lead singer. You have the bass player. You have the drummer. You have the keyboard player. Now, a keyboard player with two guitar players, a lot of people think that's overkill. I disagree. I like having that fullness. I like having that two guitars and a keyboard because you talk about a full sound, you're going to get it. On top of that, they have an auxiliary percussionist, and they have not one, not two, but three horn players. One of them is playing a tenor sax, one of them is playing a trumpet, and the other one's playing a bari sax. There is a lot happening on this stage, a lot of flavors. And that's the beautiful thing when you're making like a great stew or gumbo or anything that involves multiple elements going into a single dish. It can get tricky. And if you put too many ingredients in, you could spoil it. But if you put just the right amount of each element in, you put the right amount of each flavor in, you're going to end up with something magical. Now, would I call this magical? I don't know. We're only halfway through this. I mean, I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. It's not displeasing to the ear. It's got a good blend. Nobody is overpowering anybody. Even the lead vocalist is mixing really well in the blend and in the mix with everybody else. No one person is standing out. I would like to hear the keyboard. I know this is going to sound weird coming from me. I would like to hear the keyboards come up a little bit in the mix. Just a touch. Just a touch. I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing the keyboards. But other than that, everything else is blended really well. Let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Let's pull it back about 10 seconds. And let's keep it going.
Taking our time, or just standing in the rain. Mean what you said, or mean it to me. All of these lines, or never again. Come on and say it now, say it again. I know that some will say it matters a little bit. Come on and mean it to me. I need it so bad. I know that some will say it matters a little bit. Come on and mean it to me. I need it so bad. Oh, mean it to me. I need it so bad.
Pause. The bass player needs more confidence. I'm going to tell you why. Right there, with the whole hand clapping thing, he kind of looked around like, should I do this? Should I do this? And he started doing this. Dude, if you're going to do it, do it. Don't sit there and ask permission, okay? If you're going to do it, and then be the consequences. If they chew you out backstage after the show, fine, they chew you out. But at least up there, you looked confident. That looked kind of weak to me. Now, luckily, the crowd caught on. The crowd saw what he was doing, and they immediately jumped on, which kind of boosted his confidence to now he's got his hands up, you know? Would have been nice if he had done that from the beginning. He probably would have gotten a better response. That crowd is very much into it. They're having a good time. And it's a smaller venue. It looks like it's about a 500-person venue, roughly. I would say somewhere between 5 to 7. I can't really see what's up on the top. It looks like you got about 200 people on the floor. I'm guessing you got about another 100 to 150 on the sides and probably another 200 up in the balcony. So probably about a 700-person venue. But they packed it out. It's packed. I know a lot of people going, oh, well, that's all, 700 people. Listen, I would rather take a venue that holds 700 people and sell it out to the point where you can't put another person in there with a shoehorn and a buttload of grease. I would rather see that than have a 5,000 person venue with only 500 people in it. Then it looks empty. Then it looks like, from a band standpoint, it looks weak that your fan base turned out in that low of a number. And to the promoter, it looks super weak because they got you this huge venue and you only brought 500 people. Do you really think the promoter's going to ask you to play there again? No. But if you sell out a 500, 700 person theater, yeah, they're going to ask you back. I promise you. And they'll probably work with you on a better rate too. Better percentage, give you a better slice of the door. Anyway, let's continue. Ooh, wait, back it up. Listen for that Barry sax. That Barry sax comes through big right here. Oh, yeah.
I needed to try. Needed to I needed to look. I'm finding a way. I need to never get old. I said I needed to try. Needed to go. Now they get
Oh, he's into it. Yeah. Nice. That was good. That was a really good live performance. I loved it. That was fun to watch. Well, there you have it, folks. That was Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats performing I Need Never Get Old live. Thoughts? Okay. I don't know how you would classify that band. It wasn't jazz, it wasn't funk, it wasn't blues, it wasn't rock, it was rockabilly. It's one of those bands where you really can't classify the style of music. It reminds me a lot, you know, I got vibes of. I got vibes from that band. Watching that band, I got vibes from two other bands. I got vibes from Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. I got vibes from that, and I also got vibes from Sly and the Family Stone, where you have a lot of different elements coming together for one cause, one purpose, and one goal. And somehow, despite the fact that a lot of these instruments don't normally go together, and the levels that they're at, it works. It just works. And this band just works. I can't explain it. If you were to take that same lineup and put it anywhere else, the chances of it succeeding, maybe 50%, 60%, maybe tops. This band pulled it off. This band has the magic touch. The song, nothing spectacular as far as from a writing standpoint. It's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. But it's so well executed, it's so much fun, and nobody really cares. It's like Rock and Roll All Night from Kiss. We've all heard the song a million times. The song is super simple. I mean, from what I understand, Gene Simmons wrote it on a bus while they were touring. While they were doing the Hotter Than Hell tour. He wrote it on a bus or in a hotel room, and he wrote it in like 20 minutes. And it's their biggest hit ever. I'm getting off track. The point is, simple works. It works, it works, it works, it works. And this worked. In a live setting especially, where when you have a simple song, you're able to take more liberties with stage interaction. See, one of the biggest things I grew at a prog rock for was the fact that their stage shows were never really all that impressive. They were never really all that much fun. I went to a lot of prog rock shows, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the bands would play the songs note for note, word for word, you know, exactly like they were in the CD, but that was the problem. That's all they did. They didn't run around the stage. They didn't interact with the crowd at all. They basically stood up there and were like, worship us, we're here, and be amazed by the glory of our playing ability. It was cool for a little while, but after a while, I was like, okay, what else? You know, I don't remember where my turning point was, but I remember thinking to myself, I could hear this exact same thing sitting at home on my CD player for free. You know, instead I paid $80 to come here and see this. I'll never forget the show. It was Dream Theater. It was after. It was the which album were they touring in support of? It wasn't Metropolis Part 2. It was the one after that. As I Am, I think, is the name of the album. Yeah, I remember going to that show, and I was just like, I was amazed by their technical prowess. I was amazed by their ability to play. I was in awe of watching John Myung, especially their bass player. I was in absolute awe of him. But I remember leaving that show feeling cheated. I mean, I heard the songs exactly how they were on the albums, but I paid to see a live show, and I didn't see a live show. I saw a live recreation of their albums. I remember that was when I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to see any more of this. I mean, I remember that being the turning point. I went and saw other bands to just confirm, you know, what I saw, and sure enough, I was like, nah. Oh, it was the, wait, I was wrong. It was the Train of Thought tour, when I saw them, and I was, just like, anyway, I digress. Let's get back to these guys. So, they take simple, and they make it work, and it sounds really good, and the energy was there. It was fun. I just wish that bass player had done the hand clapping with more confidence, because that was kind of a weak moment from a production standpoint. Looking at the live stage show, that was kind of weak. It was some weak sauce right there.
That's the truth.
The horns were cool. They were a nice little touch. Giving this a score on a scale of 1 to 10.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I'm gonna
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it.
I'm gonna give this a 7.3. Okay, let me explain why. 7.3. Yeah, let me explain why for sure, because I know a lot of people probably scratching their head going, really? Yeah, really. Let me explain why. Song is simple, okay, and it's effective, and it works. The live show was cool. I think there could have been more. I know that sounds kind of egotistical for me to say, but I think there could have been more done on the stage. It just seems like the lead singer was doing everything.
That's the truth.
And no one else was really trying to do anything. The bass player, like I said, very weakly started with a little bit of a hand clap, and as people started clapping, he gained confidence to put his hands up. That was cool. Everybody else in the band was just playing their instruments, and you know, it was like, okay, well, you're playing your instruments, and that's cool and all. The lead singer was doing everything. He was the energy. He was the star, and that was very obvious. Now, is that the way that the show was produced intentionally, to put all the spotlight on the lead singer and all of the focus on the lead singer? Because if that was the goal, mission accomplished, because you did it. But the downside of that is you make the rest of the band kind of, I don't want to say insignificant, but from a production standpoint and from a live show standpoint, it kind of makes them look like they're in the background. And I am not a big fan of when bands do that. I'm not a big fan of when bands put one person front and center and everybody else just kind of hangs in the back. Guys, it is a band. It is an equal thing. It's supposed to be equal parts, and everybody should have their time to shine at all times. I have quit bands where, yeah, I've gone in and I've auditioned, and you know, they hired me and whatever, and during the rehearsals I'm constantly being yelled at, you know, stay in the back. And I'm like, why? I thought you hired me for my performance. We did. You're a great performer. Stay in the back. I can't perform in the back. Yes, you can. You play your instrument. That's not performing. That's playing an instrument. There's a big difference between performing and playing your instrument. And I would end up quitting, you know, because I can't stay in the back. That's not my style. I would never survive in that band. I wouldn't, because I would be constantly trying to steal the spotlight from the lead singer, and I know that's probably not what they want me to do. So 7.3 I feel is a fair score, simply because the rest of the band didn't do very much. Whether by design or whether by accident is irrelevant. They just didn't do very much. The lead singer, it was all about the lead singer to me. And that's, in my opinion, that's wrong. I don't dig that. I don't think that's right. So anyway, 7.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that does it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to join the fan base, feel free to do so by clicking on that button right down there. You know the button I'm talking about. Feel free to hit that button if you want to. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't want to hit that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you would not mind, if you did enjoy the video, please give that video a big old thumbs up by hitting the thumbs up button. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm. Finally, there is a bell you can hit if you join the fan club that will keep you up to date on all the new content on this channel as it gets released. So if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. That's it for now, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.